Educating, informing, serving. Fact TV, keeping government honest.
Full meeting to order. Any public comment? Nobody, there's no public here. Minutes of the February 1st meeting, and entertain a motion to accept them.
I move to accept the minutes of the February 1st meeting.
I'll second that.
I'll second that.
Any additions or corrections?
They look
Hearing-
fine to me.
Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Anybody opposed? No. Okay, committee report, warrants and bills. You got the warrant that I sent out? Any
Yes.
questions?
Yes.
What? No
Um,
questions?
No questions. It looked fine to me.
Okay.
Do you want to make the motion, Carl? Because I don't have it in front of me.
Okay.
Uh,
So let me just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I move that we approve the warrant for 17 invoices at a total of $15,791.93.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, you notice there's a bill for the, something for the wastewater treatment thing. I forget what it is. There was a pump and there's a, what's the other thing? I can't remember what it's called. But those were big items, the $2,800.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the controller
Yeah,
and the power supply.
yeah.
Yeah.
Remind me to tell you later about something else. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
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 All right.
I have a question
Yeah,
about the warrant. I was just looking at the Coda and Coda bills.
yeah.
Are those both for the fire station?
What are they for? What's it say?
Heating oil. Sorry.
Heating oil is for that building. Yeah, they're both, there are two of them? Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're both the bills for that building.
yeah, and don't I have the delivery date on the right-hand side?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
The
you can see
two of
how,
that one.
yeah. But they pile up because we don't meet that often.
Well, I was just glad to see that somebody's heating oil bill is more expensive than mine.
Yeah, maybe we should, well, we're not gonna do anything with the building at this point. Talking about the wastewater treatment plant, Rob said that he was having problems with the SCADA because he couldn't access it from home the way they're supposed to be able to. And so they came and they looked at it and, I can't remember what he said about it. But anyway, I think they've got it under control.
So he's able to see it from home now?
Yeah, it was something that the company couldn't do from where they were. They had to come and actually do it here. But now they fix it so that they can do it remotely. They can fix it remotely.
So my sense is that it was working and then it stopped.
Well, it was working, but he wasn't able to either log in or get the message the way he's supposed to be able to be notified by the machine automatically if something goes wrong. But
And that
it wasn't
wasn't
working that way. Yeah,
Okay.
Had it ever worked?
I
He doesn't know.
No, I don't know.
I just wonder if it was a problem that just started and is fixed, or if it's always been a problem and we haven't known because nothing's needed to notify him.
I would think it would have been notifying him about other things in the meantime. I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I only understand as much as I understand.
Yeah.
It has to be pretty, simple for me to understand that, that basically all I remember is that he said that the guy couldn't do it from where he was, but he came here and he did it, fixed it, and now he did it so he programmed it so he can do it from where he is. And
Right.
it's because it's a way I forget where he said it comes from, but it was quite a way. So, and I have no idea if anything's happened with the storage building.
I don't either. I'll try and walk down in the next few days so
Yeah.
that I have something for you. Or, I could also write to Kevin. He's
Yeah.
been very good about staying in touch. My assumption is that he has ordered the materials and is waiting for everything to arrive before he kicks off the project.
Okay.
But
so-
I don't know, and I haven't been down. I often walk around town, but I haven't been down in that area for a couple weeks.
Okay, okay. Celia just joined us. Where are you, Celia? Okay, she's off. But Celia did a wonderful job with those hearts all over town.
Oh, is that
Thank you,
Celia?
Celia. Yes,
That's great. Saxon's River's own Valentine Bandit.
yes. All right, let's see, get rid of this thing out here so I can see. Okay,
Also with the wastewater treatment plant,
yeah,
I emailed Dexter about both the mold issue, whether or
Yeah.
not he's heard from ServPro, and Rob's suggestion about the piping, and
Yeah.
I've not heard back from him.
oh,
I told him that I needed to know by tonight, and I haven't, so I'll light a little hotter fire.
of course, today's a holiday, so
Today is a holiday, yeah, but
for some,
I wrote to him more than a week ago, so
okay,
Oh.
no excuse, no excuse.
I would think that he would have, I gave him a week to figure out what was going on and let me know,
Okay,
which is pretty good for me. I'm usually not that much on top of it.
all right, anything else that we know about down there? Nope. Okay, I guess there's nothing on the fire station building. Is there any other business?
I have an update for you on the press that's gone out.
Okay.
Carl did a wonderful job of putting up the information about the
The openings?
openings to be voted on at town
Mhm.
meetings. So that is on the webpage.
Mhm.
I am writing to the shopper/journal. So that
Mhm.
will be a letter to the editor
Yeah,
outlining the stuff. It's on Facebook, and as soon as it went on, I was contacted by someone local who said, "Hey, if you haven't heard any of any interest, I think these people would be good." And I had some ideas about that as well. So I've started to contact people, letting them know that there are these openings, offering to hook them up with people who know how things work. And I'll continue to do that. I would assume you are also in touch with people and hopefully talking it up. Of course, I'm especially interested in the tax collector, the treasurer, and the collector of delinquent taxes.
mhm.
And Connie Lancaster is actually helping me reach out to somebody we both thought would be good.
Oh, good.
So if you wanted to make me the point person, I'm happy to do that. My usual is to send a very short email, just letting people know there's an opening, asking if they're interested. And if they write back, as two people already have, saying, no, thank you, that's that.
Okay, so you had some people who said, not me, but I know somebody else who would be good, that kind of thing?
The two people that I wrote to today both had other suggestions, and
Okay.
I followed them up. And
Good.
I still don't have anybody, but it's early, and I've been enjoying watching the skirmishing around the town select board, and
Yeah.
it's been inspiring me to do a little more with the village. I mean, we have a little longer too, so.
Well, no, I forgot we have a lot of emails of village residents. If you ever want to send out a mass thing, I think we have about 80.
About that on that contact list, I haven't gone through it all to see if they're all village residents, but on my contacts, but there are, I think, 50 that get the agendas for the meetings.
Uh-huh.
Do you want it to go out to that group?
Well, let's see where, maybe in another
Couple weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other, oh, I'm sorry, Celia. Let me just
Celia?
finish my thought before I lose it. Do we
Yeah.
want to set the, arrange tonight to change the date of the, so we don't conflict with the town annual meeting on March 1st? I'd love to have that set ahead.
Okay, we'll do that later.
At the end?
Yeah.
Great.
Remind me again, but it's on the calendar as next week, as the week after.
Yeah.
The 8th.
All right. I'd just like to make sure that there's that is covered in minutes and that
Okay.
we're letting people know. Thanks.
Celia. You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you. Or something's not on.
No,
Your volume is
you're
not on.
not muted. Do you have the volume turned up?
Do you have a microphone? Sign language? Maybe now.
Is it
No.
something you can type? Can you put it in the chat?
Geez, you've been to a few of these, haven't you?
Oh,
Nice,
yeah.
nice call, Carl.
Who's that shadow behind her? And here, is that her noise making that noise? Huh. You
I'll
have it?
turn my sound off. I have a fan running in the stove
Oh,
and it
maybe
may,
that's what I hear. Can't hear you.
Still can't
We
hear
don't
you.
have her mute. It's not on our end, right? Because it's not on mute, no. Let's see if we
Celia,
can-
if you push the chat button, you should be able to type so that we can all see it.
I have sent letters to the delinquent taxpayers, okay?
Okay.
The letters noted that the deadline for payment is February 28th. Mhm. I will, after that date, I will place liens on the properties that remain delinquent, okay? That it? At town hall. Okay,
That's a great report. Let's make sure that that gets featured prominently, Carl. Be nice to put that out.
Yeah, I will do that.
is that it, Celia? No, she's got more. After that, I will start preparing the letters right away so they can go out on that date, okay?
Okay.
Alex, as treasurer, will have to give me updated amounts, okay? Because he has the computer spreadsheet.
Yeah.
It makes sense for the treasurer to also be the collector of delinquent taxes. Mhm. He had suggested that once before, okay?
So I was interested to find out that we need to elect those positions individually. So now we have the tax collector and the treasurer served by the same individual. but it sounds like there is little, that the collector of delinquent taxes is a small enough job. Maybe you could give me an idea in the chat, Celia, of how many hours that involves. It seems to me that perhaps the demands are different. The timing is different from the major tasks of the tax collector, which would be good. You don't want to overload one person with too much.
Timing is short but important.
Yeah, of course. Well, I don't have any objection. I think it sort of depends on who we find.
Mhm. Huh.
Is it
That
a?
may be because she wasn't familiar with Excel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was Excel and not
Yeah.
the spreadsheet. It's not a complicated spreadsheet or.
No.
Hmm.
I actually printed it at work from the paper. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I've been helping to find a treasurer for a nonprofit in Bellows Falls, and it took some attention and persistence to find somebody who was the right fit for the job. It doesn't require a lot of spreadsheet generating, this other job I'm talking about, but the more that's familiar territory, the easier it is for the individual. And I can't
Yeah.
imagine doing these jobs without having
Mhm.
a really good sense of how things work.
It's also a question of whether you have confidence that you can do it, that you can
Mhm.
learn it.
Yeah. Well, and it's
Yeah.
easy to mess them up.
Yeah.
That's speaking
Right.
as a novice.
Yeah. Right. Current addresses. Yes, that is important.
Yeah.
We have, because we have some new people in town, in the village, and we don't have their addresses necessarily. So, but I imagine when they buy their house, or we get some kind of notification. So, okay.
See, I think you've been great. No complaints from me about the late start.
Thank you.
What a crazy year. And it's really good to know that things are happening now, and we've got a
Yeah.
process in place, and the liens will be appropriately filed.
Yes, thank you. All right. Among other things, collecting delinquent taxes, putting up hearts. What else have you been doing? All right.
Did you also
where were we? What was
lights
this?
up in the park, Celia?
Yes. Put the
Did you
lights in the
also
park.
Put up the lights in the park. They're very
The
nice.
blue ones. I haven't been out at night, so I don't know. Did you see the ones at the Historical Society?
Yes, I did.
Are they working? I haven't
Yep.
seen them at night.
Yep, they
All
are.
right. From Celia.
And yeah.
And I have been keeping the path shoveled. Yes.
And
Oh.
I did push on Facebook to have more volunteers join you anonymously. You're not identified. And I don't know if anybody has, but I thought that would be a good idea. I guess we have a little test case coming up this week.
Test case?
Oh, Bill Ballard. Great.
Oh.
That's wonderful.
What do you mean a test case?
We're supposed to get some more snow.
Oh.
So if volunteers turn up to deal with the snow, we'll
okay.
know that
All right.
Facebook works.
Oh, okay. Nobody be out there walking around anyway. Okay. Anything else under old business or other business?
You asked to be reminded of something else?
What?
You didn't specify.
I can't remember.
I'm reminded about the changing the next meeting date. So
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if we have to do anything official, but just announce that we're going to meet on the 8th instead of the 7th, the 1st. And
so 1 week later?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then, how many Mondays are there in March?
March 8th.
Because we have to start working on our annual report and our budgets and everything. So Yeah, there's 29. It goes up 29, 15, 7, 15, 22, 29, right? There's an extra date, extra Monday in March. 5 Mondays in March?
Yep, 5 Mondays in
Okay.
March.
So the town meeting will be on Zoom, right? Yeah,
I would assume so.
and we can vote that way, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe we should
I
have
think
a
we're gonna have to
discussion with
figure out
Guy
how to
Payne.
do that.
What? What'd you say, Carl?
I think we're gonna have to figure out how to do that so we don't miss anybody's vote.
So typically it's 22, 25 people.
No, we're talking about the town, not the village.
Oh, the town
Town
meeting.
meeting.
Town meeting is supposed to be held by Zoom. The informational meeting will be held by Zoom, and everything is going to be voted on by ballot.
Okay,
You can request your ballot ahead of time. That's at least what I have read.
okay, that makes sense. All right, anything else?
You know what the deadline is for requesting the ballot?
Hmm,
Any by
I
any
don't know.
chance?
They haven't been,
I think you can request it up to the day, but you'd have to go and pick it up.
Yeah.
And you email your request to, I think it's clerk at,
rockbf.org.
that sounds right. Yeah.
You can probably find it on the webpage, Carl.
Yeah, it's probably on the webpage. I'll probably see it when I go to post the minutes.
Okay. Anything else?
Do we need to discuss the village meeting and how that will be held?
Not yet, I don't think. I'm moving, wait.
Okay. And how much work does the annual report require?
Well, we have to have all the reports from different people, and the budgets have to be done, ready. We have to have the auditor's report, the fire chief, the sewer plant, and we have to do the budget for that. The report of the trustees of what we've done. What else, Carl?
Is there typically a 40-day deadline before?
There is a deadline of when you, yes, it's like.
It's before the annual meeting,
I
right?
believe it's on that calendar that I sent you. If you look at that,
Okay.
it tells you there's a deadline when you have to have it available. And, it's like 10, you have to warn it 30 days ahead, and you have to have the report available 10 days before. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
And I think I spelled out the dates on that calendar.
I think you maybe did.
I usually do, so.
And I assume we have to start asking people to submit their reports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have to work on the budget.
That's why we have to have that ready.
Right, so we'll do that in March. All right. Anything else? You're ready
Anything else?
for the Mardi Gras tomorrow? You're going to parties? I think I might have to cancel my party because of the snow. Do I hear a motion to adjourn if there's nothing else?
I move we adjourn.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All right. Thank you.